problem, not a problem. Yeah, Drip is going to be here too. Just. All that smoke. All right, can someone whose stream...
We're live.
Okay, perfect, thanks. All right, so let's go back to Marty. I think you were talking about what happened last week.
There was a giant fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I think that was
seems
pretty
to
much
be
it, right?
A new bird, and what's this cute little lion that's hanging out?
Wow.
Oh, is that you transformed?
Not technically, no. That's just me transformed or untransformed, just to differentiate me from the brother.
Instead of using the one that just has the stripes going the other direction. Lazy.
People were still getting us confused, though.
I don't see how. One of them slopes one way, the other slopes the other way.
But they can never tell who is who.
Thank you, left and right Twix. Can we move on?
Okay, so there was a big battle. That is accurate, and we are in the midst of that big battle. We have traded out a little lion for a littler, I don't know, bronzed Kenku, and we can pick back up. What I do need, though, is little lion. If you could roll me an initiative, please.
Lina's mic isn't working right now. She's working on that.
All right.
It's not my fault. Let's see here.
All right. A hot 6. Coming in hot with a 6. Okay.
That means I go first, right?
Yes. First at the bottom.
Nice.
No, I'm just kidding. You actually probably go there. All right. So, Drip is not here yet. All right. So we'll skip Drip for now. So what is the one question that I had? What is the current state of affairs, Bungo, with regard to the
darkness?
Darkness situation, exactly.
So it's happening. I mean, that's what the circle is. As long as
I believe the situation is
darkness. Okay.
It's on. Everyone's in darkness, and no one can see except for me.
All right.
And
Great.
that was to protect everyone while I was, I guess, last week during turn. But now that we have turn orders, it seems not as fortuitous as I hoped. Hopefully people can heal up, and we can take the initiative right back to them.
All right. Fantastic. So we'll get started with the top of the order then after with the man himself, Marty.
Yeah, how many rounds of haste do you still have left, Bungo?
How many rounds of what?
Haste. How many rounds has this combat been?
Many rounds of combat.
I've only used haste.
I've
been hasted maybe like 3 or 4 turns. So still a significant portion. now that I remember.
Okay.
Because I remember talking to you really fast for only a couple of turns because it was kind of annoying, and I had to go talk, and I had to actually think about what I was saying, which doesn't really happen very often. So I think about that. It's only about 3 or 4 turns. It was not the majority of combat.
I thought so. Is that not over? I thought that was over. No, yes, no, yes. Or just Craig's annoying playing of that was over.
Wow.
I think that part was done.
Oh, okay, fair. And by annoying, I meant great.
If it makes you feel any better, Lina dropped the fireball on our head. So
that is true.
The Ettins ran up before Bungo came over, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, then I would still know where that one is. So I'm gonna try to get this guy with a thunder wave to push him kind of that direction.
Okay, so just thunder wave just shoots out of your body, right?
It is a no. We've trod this ground a lot. It's a 15-foot cube that originates from your body, which means some point on the cube needs to originate from my body.
Okay.
So it's a 15-foot cube that comes out from like the corner of me towards the southwest.
Yeah, sure. I get it. I didn't mean like. I just meant like it comes from you. It doesn't have to.
Yes.
It originates from you in some form or fashion. I didn't mean like in a square around you. Okay. All right. Sure. That makes sense.
Hello?
Yay!
Hey.
We missed you.
What's up?
I messed up my computer, but it's good.
Oh
so
no.
We're good. No, it's just troubleshooting. It worked.
Oh.
We're good.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me pull up this hashtag big boy. Oh, here he is. All right, roll 20. Do you want to be good? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. All right, so we need a con save, right? Yeah. Nope.
Oof, he's gonna take 14 thunder damage and be pushed 10 feet southwest.
All right, so like here or more? Here?
10 feet.
Here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
And I can't really see anything.
Correct.
I'm just hoping that hits. So I am done.
You hear like a roar.
Oh, good. He's so injured that only one of his heads is working. That's awesome. I'm done.
Like many men, he only has enough blood to operate one at a time.
Roar, roar. There you go. Ready? Roar, roar. Better?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lina.
I thought that penis joke would have landed better.
It was a little stiff.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Okay.
So I think last time she set off a fireball that killed some Ettins and
I think you're remembering wrong. I think the fireball that you let off killed your teammates.
Ettins.
Okay.
So is Sizzler still dead?
Sizzler. Here's the thing.
Do we have to heal him this battle?
If someone in the next 3 turns takes an action to stabilize Sizzler, that is enough for me.
Okay, she will stabilize Sizzler.
Okay, he's at your feet. Yeah, he's at your feet though. So he died on your feet.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, so you can just reach down and rub his little metal body, I guess, and he'll be fine.
That's gross.
Okay, all right. I didn't specify where you rubbed his metal body. It's too dark for you to pick out a place on his body specifically.
I hope there's not a genie in there.
Just general rubbage. Oh god damn! Roll a d100 for genie.
Oh no.
Okay,
Looks
that
like
was
that's
not a
no live action remake for you.
no genie. Okay. Anything else, Lina?
And no, that's it.
All right. Bungo,
Bungo. I would
the
like to
only
move.
one who can see in this pitch black.
Yes. So what I'd like to do is move as a bonus action my hunter's mark over to a town.
All right.
I will then move myself in a manner consistent with trying to let my friends see and darkness. Oh, I'll get there. And then I would like to attack this Etin with impunity.
Okay.
So short sword. Oh, thank you. So this is hunter's marked.
Yeah, your crit
Sneak
definitely
attack.
hits.
Hunter's mark, sneak attack, and I didn't, or the not hunter's mark, hex. Excuse me, hex. Same d6. So this is gonna get that plus then 2d6 for hex. So you can have all of that.
Okay, I believe you. How much damage is it?
Oh, that's math. I was hoping you'd do it.
I know.
It's
I was
26.
I know it's math. I was hoping you would do it.
26.
Okay, that's a fuckload of damage. Okay.
Is he still going?
He is still kicking.
That son of a bitch.
But you just did like a lot of damage to him. A lot.
I guess Yeah, I'll just cut my way out.
Okay.
I'll make like an X and then just jump out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that as a bonus action.
Okay, and then I jump out of the Etten.
And it's dark as fuck again.
Yep. Darkness. And to
I
make
think
it
it's
easy,
cool because darkness basically just erupted from the Etten's belly.
It did.
Yep.
Along with a small bungo.
I'll go back to the center since, yeah, to make so the circle doesn't have to change. And I guess I will attack this freaky little spider. With
freaky spider.
Normal. Yep,
Oops.
with a attack. 16.
16 hits.
You can have 13 damage.
All right. 13 damage. 13 damage for freaky spider. It's looking...
And then with my
Injured.
other move, because I still am hasted, I will attack it again. One short. This time only for 6.
Okay, you kill it.
Yay!
Dun, 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 dun. Dead. And we'll get rid of this guy. All right, little lion.
I was wrong before. I casted a spell last turn, so I would not have been wild shaped.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Oh, I said I casted a spell last turn, so I would not have been wild shaped. Well, the turn before last, you know what I mean.
Okay, so just take the damage normally
Yeah.
then. It was 15 and 7.
I still don't know whether I had a wild shape left. I do have myself listed as 1, so I'm going to assume that's true. So I'm going to wild shape. This time, though. And I'm trying to remember how we were doing this before. Oh, wait. Now I remember. Okay. I transform into the lion.
Okay.
Aslan.
Aslan.
And I will bite and or claw this lovely looking individual. Rawr. Whoops.
It's dark AF, so
I have dark vision. Does that help?
no.
Damn.
It's magical darkness.
You can't
See?
see shit.
But you still can attack at disadvantage.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Just keep that in mind. Okay, 22 hits.
Meanwhile,
Rawr, 6 piercing damage. You pierce him for 6 damage. You hear double groans. Oh yeah, you
Ooh.
kill him.
we'll roll for that.
Yeah, you definitely kill him. Rawr, then you don't really see much of anything, but you hear this huge thud.
Guys,
like
I
dust.
think I killed him.
And like dust like wafts into your face at like fairly quick speed.
Oh, my eyes.
the darkness drops, but you're still blind.
Brother, I don't speak lion.
What's the square? The purple square.
Difficult terrain.
Which is no longer difficult.
There was actually like a massive. The entire map was more or less difficult terrain, if I recall from last time, but I just remembered.
Not super.
From Lina's wild magic surge. But okay, so you guys successfully defeated what you struggled with last week. That's great. The addition of a little lion, and perhaps us forgetting what happened last week or what happened several weeks ago a bit helped.
Yay!
Whoop whoop whoop. All right.
Little memory loss. Is it okay for us to take a nap?
I don't see why not.
All right. I have this, which I'm going to cast as a ritual, and we are going to be safe for 8 hours. Ah!
So you want to take a long rest?
Yep. I
Hopefully
mean,
more
we can
giants do
take it
not
as
come.
a short rest, but I'd prefer to take it as a long rest so that I can get my spells and everything back.
We
That'll
sure
work.
did a lot. I mean, we did a lot.
That'll work. Yeah, you guys can do that.
We're comfortable and dry.
I'll allow it, because the alternative is you say, like, okay, we stand here for 8 hours, and then we take a long rest.
Yep. Which
I
makes
like that
sense.
option. Can we do that?
No, you cannot. I'm disallowing it. You're allowed to take a long rest now. You have a tiny hut. Use it.
I have an adorable hut of tininess. It's
Describe
tiny, but
the
it's still
hut to me.
adorable.
Your hut is
Okay.
adorable.
So it's a dome, but on the outside it looks like the same, but on the inside it's beautiful. There's like teeny tiny flowers, but none of them carry pollen, so you can enjoy them without like sneezing your head off. Unfortunately, not like Virginia is right now, or any of the U.S. It's just pollen everywhere.
Yeah.
It's comfortable and dry. So what that means is that everybody perceives the temperature differently, because I'm comfortable at 68 degrees, but somebody else might be comfortable at 72, but they're just comfortable in general. It's not so dry that it's going to dry out your throat, but dry enough that you're not like, ugh, humid. And there's like just a pleasant aura in general. It just feels like a really neutral, comfortable place. And there's flowers everywhere, so that's adorable. And
So,
every time it appears, it will look different on the inside. This time, I chose flowers because we were in a mushroom world.
Like Goblet of
Um,
Fire, how they have those tents that are like
Yes,
massive.
exactly like Goblet of Fire. But every time it's going to be different, so it's going to be decorated differently.
Love it.
Yep.
All
are we
This time it feels
recovering?
very naturey.
I'm into it too.
Are we recovering all our hit dice, or are we doing the half?
No, you could do all your hit dice.
Yay!
This is a dangerous world. You deserve hit dice.
Are we resting? I just got back.
Yes, long rest.
We're long
In a
resting
tiny
the hut.
in a tiny hut that's beautiful on the inside, flowers and everything everywhere.
Yep. Everybody's super comfortable. They feel like it's the best place ever.
Well, I mean, that's up to them. I mean, some people might not be into just like flowers everywhere.
Well, the atmosphere is the best place ever.
Okay, fair.
Super comfortable.
Walking
right, so you
counts
get-
as light activity, right?
What?
Just walking a little bit is light activity, and it's not. You can do that a bit during a rest, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, because I didn't want to just like not go look and see if these guys had some riches that they didn't tell anybody about.
Well, no, we're going to do that after the nap. I mean, you can do it without us, but once you leave the dome, you
No,
can't
it says
get
you
back
can.
in.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
Creatures and
you-
objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it free.
aha.
Yeah, so I think you just you set up the dome. We'll go check out the characters, and then we'll come into the dome.
Is Sizzler also in the dome? He would have been right next to us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Sizzle's just with you guys in spirit.
So, yeah. So once he gets back, he'll be well rested.
Yes, correct.
Oh my god.
Okay, so roll for. Is there anything first? I'll say this: who after you take your long rest, unless someone is going to take attempt to disrupt their long rest in some form or fashion to check the to try to go out and check by themselves what these creatures had on their persons. Is that the case?
Yeah, I think Bungo and I were. It sounded like we were interested in doing that. She sets up the dome, and then we go take a peek.
Okay. All right. So you can do that. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to both make an investigation roll. Oof. Not great, gentlemen. Okay, so you
Find nothing.
roll a each of you roll a 1d20 for me. Okay, Marty, you find 20 silver. Bungo, you find 10 silver.
Throw it in the party loot.
All right. Long rest?
Long rest.
Okay. All right, so as long as no one else wants to do anything else, you get the benefits of a long rest.
Once the long rest is over, I'm gonna look around and see. I was gonna wait until after I was done resting before I poked around, but I'm also going to check out and see if they have anything worth having.
Okay, roll an investigation with disadvantage
Okay. I'm
because
cool
the
with
bodies
that.
have already been picked over. Oh shit! Okay,
I'm okay with that.
okay, that is okay. Roll. Let's see.
I'm very good at investigating right after a nap. I just needed that like moment of nap time.
Okay, roll a d20. All right, where does this land? Okay. All right, you find 190 silver pieces.
Hey guys. Oh,
You
I
forgot
got
to
changed.
check the pockets of the Etten that was sliced in half, apparently.
Hey guys, you forgot to check the main Etton's pockets. I found all of this gold or silver, and I put it in the group loot. And I look at everybody else. I'm like, everybody should probably check and make sure they didn't miss anything else.
I'll add the silver to the party.
Thank you.
All right. Lina. Lina, you don't find much of anything. It's been picked over 3 times now.
Did we find where they like had their nest set up?
Where
No,
they
we
had their
haven't left the
No, you have
room.
not found where they had their nest set up yet. That's a good question.
Little Lion, did you want to check the stuff?
Sure. My skill should be as normal, right? If I'm still shapeshifted.
That lasts for an hour per
Yeah, it
druid
doesn't
level,
last 8
so it
hours,
would have
yeah.
ended by the time the long rest was over.
Correct.
Oh, right. We took a long rest. That's right. Forgot.
Yeah, your mental ability scores stay the same, but your physical ability scores change.
Okay. I investigate the loot.
Yeah, you like have to give back gold to them.
To the dead bodies.
I understand.
All right. And I assume Bungo, at this point, your darkness sphere is gone.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Do we want to keep going and exploring? Now we're feeling refreshed, ready to take on the world.
Yeah, certainly these creatures had money that they hadn't told anybody about.
I have an idea. I want to shapeshift
Into what?
into a lion. Can I do that? I'm gonna shapeshift into a lion. Okay, so that's that scary spider thing. Can I maybe try to track its scent back to its nest?
Yes.
I I get, what is it? Advantage on perception checks that rely on spell.
Okay.
Oh god, apparently I put the,
I mean,
I took the
do I
chat
know
out.
with my static perception of 19? Like,
You know the
oh,
general
look,
direction, yeah.
how about Sniff over there? My dog
Whoops.
or a cat?
The first one, 17.
Okay, yeah, you get the idea that you need to continue to travel this way.
What way? I didn't see anything.
This way. Like, yep, exactly where Marty just went.
Oh, maybe I'm too zoomed in.
Yeah, the way that you went to, that way.
There we go. I'm used to having to zoom all the way in order to see everything.
I hope there's no more Ettins this way.
I wonder what will be over there. All right, you guys gonna go over there, all of you?
Yeah.
Lina?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Yes. All right.
Oh, I'm going to be changing up my spells here.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and do that before I reveal what you see. Okay, so you can put yourselves on the map when you get a second. Okay, and then when Drip comes back, she can put herself on the map. You have your spells, Marty, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Spells locked in. All right, so you come to the next. You continued along the path with a little lion tracking the scent and Bungo sort of pointing the proper direction. And what you find is that you walk up almost this craggy path that leads to the top of this large, seemingly not like a mountain, but like the top of this sort of like spire, if you will, this natural spire that you cannot quite see to the top of. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so as you get to, it continues along this way too. As you get to there,
Oh,
as you get to there, you all of you make a perception roll, please. Bungo, roll one just for fun.
Never fun for me.
I mean, his passive perception is only one higher than mine, so you can expect me to complain one less than him.
Okay, well, I mean,
He's got a good point.
please don't, because I don't need that much complaining in my life. Okay, so what Marty and Bungo see, and Marius, not Lina, is at the just at the peak. You can just see at like the very top of this natural spire, you see an adult green dragon.
Me?
Everyone but Lina sees it.
Oof.
Hmm.
Do I know anything about green dragons?
Explain to me how you would know something about a green dragon.
They are dragons. I might have heard something about them once.
Okay. Let's see.
It ain't Dungeons and Beholders. They're pretty popular.
All right. Let me see what information I will give you about said dragoon.
What if I roll a nature check?
Okay, I'll let the brothers roll nature checks to see what they know about dragons, particularly green ones. Oh, that's pretty damn good.
I know slightly less about them. They're green, right?
They're green.
Yeah, he was always the jock.
Right.
Never paid attention in nature class.
Books
Okay,
are for
so
nerds.
you know the following, that green dragons are the most cunning and treacherous of dragons. They use misdirection and trickery to get the upper hand against their enemies. They're nasty-tempered and thoroughly evil, and they take special pleasure in corrupting the good-hearted. They
Don't have to worry about that in this party.
They roam in ancient forests, and they demonstrate aggression that is often less about territory and more about gaining wealth and power with as little effort as possible.
We're just passing through here.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Look, it's fine. We just need to exploit its laziness.
You also will know, you also sort of like from seeing the top half of it, that it's approximately like 100, like in its early hundreds years old from its size.
A good vintage.
Do I know anything about how they fight?
How they fight?
Yeah, like a red dragon's gonna breathe fire on you. That's pretty obvious. Just from like hearing dragon, right?
Sure.
Do I know anything about what green dragons might breathe on us?
I'll let you take 2 guesses, and I'll say yes or no.
Well, the problem is,
He knows.
I know. I don't know that my character knows.
That's
But
fine.
it's
I'll let you take
relevant
2 guesses, and
information.
if you guess it right, then I'll say yes or no, and you can count that as Marty's knowledge.
Poison.
Yes, you know. Marty knows.
Has it seen us?
You do not get the. It does not seem to have reacted to you being there.
I'll start to slowly back down those steps that I was going up and head down towards Marius.
Okay.
Brother.
Size of that thing.
It's green though, and we dwarves are known for our hardy constitutions.
Well, I'm not afraid of that dragon.
Hey,
Lina.
there's a dragon?
Bungo. Shh. Don't do that.
Just keep swimming.
There's a green dragon. Marius and I be decent against its poisonous breath. What do you think?
I think we should run away.
Well,
For a strategic relocation of all of our assets.
okay.
I don't know. This is the second dragon that we've run into.
Yeah, the first one didn't
What?
work out. And this
He's
one's-
right. The conversation over here.
Let's just keep going. Yeah. Nothing to see here.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
We're gonna head back. I think we need to have a little conversation about this.
Okay. Do you want to go back to which map? Do you want to go back to the next map? Do you want to go back to several maps?
Like out of what we would think would be earshot, and then a little bit further.
So do you want to go back to like the main cave?
I think like that first spider tunnel's probably fine, right?
Okay. Yeah, whatever you guys want. I'm just trying to get a picture.
Okay. So that dragon's gonna breathe poison. And a lot of it.
Yeah, let's not go near the dragon.
Well, I think Lina's right. I'm sensing some kind of a theme.
And which theme is that?
Well,
that this is a dungeon and you keep bumping into dragons.
2 out of these 3 paths that we've explored have dragons.
So why don't we just, not be here anymore?
Technically, all of the paths had dragons too, because you had a turtle dragon in the other one. Sorry.
That wasn't like a weird biome path, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, what level are dragons?
What?
Like, how strong are they? Could we take one?
No.
We've got a lot of people here with us. We're all pretty skilled and talented.
Marius and I would be exceptionally hardy against its poisonous breath.
I bet he's also weak against fire, like everything else in this particular cave.
Yeah, no. I appreciate the thinking and the willingness to throw your life away for the
I'll
group.
kill this dragon.
But yeah, no.
I bet it drops good loot.
Well, you're gonna have to do that by yourselves. I am not going in there. Does not seem like a winning strategy.
I'm sure it's fine.
I am sure it is not fine.
Green dragons are fairly greedy. We may be able to bargain with it. I'm sure it's not thrilled about having other dragon neighbors with their own hordes.
So
it may be willing to use us for its own means.
So why do you think that this encounter with the dragon will go any different than the last?
Well, we're not going to offer it treasure that we already have.
So you want to say you want to team up to fight the other dragon. Is that correct?
It's an option. I wouldn't ask to team up with it. It would probably just kill the other dragon with us and then chomp us when we were weakened.
Does seem like the smart thing to do if it was, smart dragon, which I'm seeing that most of these dragons are.
The other option, and this is the one Lina might like, given what I've seen of her skills, is to check out that very cold path and see what's down that way that might die to fire spells.
I like checking the other path.
Ooh, I like that idea too. Let's go.
And then this way, the Dungeon Master's prepared content gets used.
Just until you maybe bump into the quote-unquote boss of that section?
Well, we probably would have a little metagamey, but we might have a better chance against that dude, with a bunch of fire spells and shit.
Maybe we'd level up. Just in
No,
time to
that's
fight
not
the other dragons.
That's never happening ever again.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you all level up if you all take one of Bungo's levels.
Deal.
And I'll let it go by...
Remember?
I'll let it go by democratic vote.
Does he become a cabbage afterwards?
I was pretty under the impression we lived in a feudal monarchy.
Okay, so seriously, what do you guys want to do?
I think we should go check out that other path. And it looks like I think Bungo gave some verbal agreement. Everybody else started moving towards the side of the screen.
All right, so Ice World.
I just don't see the point of moving if we're just going to switch the screens.
All right, Ice World it is. Let's take like a 5-minute break, bathroom break,
Ooh.
and then we will resume
FY Ice World.
entering the Ice World. All right, BRB. All right, you guys there?
Yes.
Dripperino, you back?
Dog, you gotta check this roll 20 chat.
I am back. Sorry, I was
Wolf.
watching it on Twitch. I just had to run downstairs
That's
to
okay. It's not a
take
problem.
care of these.
Not a problem at all. Okay, so here's the thing. So you can walk through. If you want to do the little skipperoo through the walking portion, I'll allow you to do that, because particularly since the ice region is sort of like right on the other side of that tunnel. There's not a tunnel system that you have to go through like there was for the fire region. But what you notice is that there's actually, it's like a hole that you have to jump down. It's not particularly far, maybe between 20 and 30 feet, but it's not a cave that you walk through to get somewhere. It's like a cave that at the end of the cave it ends. There's a dead end, and then there's this icy hole that drops down. It's probably like 20 feet, like a 20-foot, not cube, but like a circular hole, but nonetheless approximately 20 feet across, roughly.
How far down do we have to drop?
Like I said, between 20 and 30 feet.
Can
So
I get around to the back of it?
What do you mean?
So there's a portion that we approach that is the front,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is there a way to get around to the back?
Yeah, you can walk.
Or
Yeah,
is
you
it
can
like...
walk. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, you can walk around the hole. There's it doesn't dead end right at the end of the hole. I mean, you could definitely walk around.
Yeah, I'll just go around the hole, and I will take a rod out of my pack and set it on the ground, button side up, and click the button and begin tying a rope to it.
Smart.
And then yank on the rope. It's my immovable rod, so this shouldn't be going anywhere.
Yeah, that works.
And then drop the rope down the hole.
All right, that works. You want to climb down?
Yep.
Okay, you can climb down if you would like. Anyone else want to climb down?
I'm gonna climb down with him.
Lina will.
All right,
No.
this is what you see.
Oh no, there's an X.
Is
Yeah,
this
the
scale?
grid is a little weird on this one. But
Is the grid to scale?
a little bit, approximately. It's a little, tiny bit off, and it's on the side, like tilted.
Isometric style.
Yeah, sucks, but we gotta do.
Get it? Isometric.
There's actually a funny story about this. Okay, so all right, so you can see over this small ice berm that's in your way right when you get down to the edge, which you can see right now. As you can see across that, and it's just like basically it opens up into this icy plain, this ice cave.
Is this transparent looking ice and we can kind of see down below it? Is that what that looks like?
Down below it.
Like in this portion?
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Is this
this
dirty
is the
ice, or
ground.
can we see
Yeah.
through it?
Yeah, that's it's ice, but what's under it is just the ground essentially.
Okay.
With these gold sparkles. It's not literal gold.
All right.
But yeah,
well,
you could see through it, but it seems fairly stable. You can also see that there's some snow and this dark blue white ice cave scenario that surrounds this sort of icy plain that you'll be walking on if you cross the ice berm.
Shall we?
I don't feel like it's safe. I'm totally think that the lion should go across first, since he weighs the most.
I'm sure it's safe.
Cool.
Okay, so are you just running out, brothers?
Just walking, not running.
Sure. All right. So what you see as you exit the berm and start to walk forward is 2 ice mephits literally run around the corner and start running in your general direction.
Hello.
So do I get this far, or is it like when I'm here that happens?
Take like 1 step more toward little lion. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and I'll let the 2 of you make insight checks, please.
One of the classic blunders.
Okay, Marty, you're particularly paying attention since you're moving a little bit slower than Little Lion, and you notice that like they don't seem to be running toward you. It looks like they were running when they ran around the corner, and it looks like they're running from something.
Something bigger than these mephits is incoming.
Incoming! Bigger
I'm
or
gonna-
meaner?
I'm gonna try to get over there and up against the wall if I have
Okay.
time for that.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Little Lion, do you want to do anything specific? You can make like a 5 foot. You can take like a 5 or 10 foot movement if you'd like.
Incoming.
And then I'll do the same for the mephits, and then we can all roll. Okay.
I want to roll stealth because he gave me a warning.
Yeah, if any of you want to do something in there, you can. Per warning. And I'm going to move the mephits, and then we're all going to roll initiative. Anyone else want to do anything?
With stealth.
Can I prepare a sacred flame?
Sure. What's the trigger?
When creature gets close to the brothers, let's say within 10 feet.
Any creature?
Any bad aligned or a creature that looks intent on hurting them.
Okay.
Hostile creature.
All right.
Thank God, it was almost another R.I.P. your wheelbarrow situation.
Oh, my wheelbarrow! I forgot about the wheelbarrow. I
Rest in
love that
peace,
wheelbarrow.
wheelie. Okay.
Wheelbarrow.
Lina, is there anything you want to do?
Copy Bungo, but prep a cantrip for when thing comes by.
Which cantrip?
And what thing?
I mean, Bungo explained it so
No,
diplomatic.
Bungo said I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame if there's a hostile if the creature makes a hostile action toward or gets
No,
within.
I didn't say action. They look hostile.
Right, look hostile
Bungo
within 10
explained it
feet
all.
of the 2. You need to pick a cantrip, and then you need to pick a trigger. If you want the trigger to be the same, that's fine, but you have to pick.
Same trigger, but firebolt.
The trigger is her best friend comes to her window through a ladder.
What?
The best friend gets firebolted.
That was a super good joke, but Marius got it, I'm sure.
I did.
Seems like a joke between brothers.
Okay, all right. Mephits are gonna move. Make sure you roll. Go ahead and roll your initiative. Oh. Here and here. Get a roll. If I leave their little health bars up, can you guys see them or no?
No, I can't see him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, that's good.
Just kidding.
Are you really just kidding or no?
No, I was lying about that to make you nervous.
Oh.
We cannot see it.
Well, that worked.
You can always just check the stream.
Yeah, I could. That's fair. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, okay. All right, it is going to get. It's not popping up for some fun reason. Okay. All right, 17. Okay, methods are first.
I probably have to roll initiative, huh?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So needy.
$15 and $12. Okay, ice methods are going to run past the little lion.
Rude. Did they say hello first?
They did not.
Rude.
They don't seem to care much for you. And it yells something in a language that I don't believe any of you understand.
What language is it?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. These are my languages.
Yeah, you don't understand it.
Damn.
I checked.
I speak. Oh, you checked for everybody?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so it gets to like about where you are, and then they sort of start to like hover above the ground. And they climb onto this wall via flying.
Probably should have found a different way to hold that rope up.
Okay. It is now Drip's turn. Sorry, I lied. Lina's turn. Lina, what are you going to do?
Cast that at the closest one to me.
Okay, roll a perception for me. Oh, yep, you see them, despite the fact that they rolled a very high stealth, and when they're not moving, they're indistinguishable from ice. You see them.
Neat.
Which one do you want to shoot a firebolt at? The first one?
Yep.
All right, you hit. All right.
And then I'm gonna tell everyone where they are so that everyone else can see them too.
Okay, everyone else gets advantage on their perception checks against them.
Woo!
Okay, Lina, good job. Your fire is going to be helpful in this region.
Your fire is always helpful.
Particularly helpful, I should say.
50% more helpful than normal.
All right.
No, it's cool. She could probably solo this, guys. We're good.
Okay, next up. Marty.
I don't think those were gonna attack us. I actually think there's something probably much larger and more dangerous coming. And you should follow their lead. And I'll start trying to find a handhold on this ice wall to where I can get like a little bit off the ground just in case.
Okay. Roll an athletics. Oof, yeah, it's tough. You can get maybe
Sure
like
glad I put proficiency in that.
a couple feet off the ground. All right.
And I'll yeah, I'm not gonna ready anything. Actually, I'll cast haste on Marius.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
All right. Bungo.
Back to me, eh?
Indeed.
Yeah, so I'll go out into the ice.
Okay.
And I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Drip.
Am I stealthed?
Yep.
Nice.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, I am stealthed. I'm going to climb up where I currently am. Because everybody appears to be climbing the walls.
That's just me so far.
Well, did the ice
I mean,
people...
can you even really consider being like a couple feet up, climbing up the walls? To be fair.
Yes.
Well,
I
I'm
do.
gonna use acrobatics and like bounce from this side to that side and get high up to like a ledge or something.
I mean, there's
There's
still a
a
rope
rope.
you could just jump on and climb up if you wanted.
Well, let's do that.
Okay, I'll let you climb up as far as you want up the rope. Between 20 and 30.
Like 10 feet.
All right, you want to climb 10 feet up the rope.
Enough that I can still see everybody. Maybe I can see a little bit further because I'm midway up the rope and watching over here.
No, you cannot, because it's like an ice hole.
Oh, well, I want to climb up high enough that maybe I do like one of those acrobatic things where like I twirl so my head is facing down and my legs are wrapped around the rope so I can kind of watch what's happening.
Fine, okay. All right, you're looking out of the hole from as high as you could possibly be while still looking out of the hole.
Okay. What are the ice things doing, according to Lina?
They're climbing the wall.
Is there a like opening above where they're climbing? Do they appear to be climbing for a reason, or do they just look scared?
No, Lina, you know, and if you're going to pass the knowledge off, that's fine. But you know that they stopped moving, and it didn't seem like it's because they ran out of movement speed. It's just because they were like trying to just get high up and blend into the wall.
I tell her that.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh, so they're stealthing.
Correct.
That's smart. All right, my turn is over.
All right. Who's next? Marius.
How are my... Oops. Hold on. How are my imp friends? My new
I'm sorry,
imp
how are your
friends.
what?
My new imp friends. Are mephits, that's what they are, right?
They are mephits, yeah.
So what are they up to? What are they doing?
They're not doing anything. They're quite literally blending in to the wall.
They have frozen in place.
Indeed, like 30 feet in the air.
Do we hear anything or see? Well, I guess we wouldn't see anything. Do we hear anything?
Make a nature check.
Damn it! It did it again.
You hear the sound of ice, like cracking slightly, coming from afar, but you can't quite discern if that's just the sound this cave makes, or if it's a creature making that sound, or what.
Okay. How hard is this stuff for me to move on?
No, it's not difficult terrain.
Can I peek my head around the corner here?
You could.
Do I see anything?
You see
Hmm. Is there, now that I'm a little closer, can I hear anything better?
Yeah, I'll let you make another nature roll.
Shit, that's bad.
Okay, you're closer. You hear the cracking louder this time. But again, it's difficult for you to discern exactly where that's coming from or what is making that sound, but you definitely hear it louder now.
Does it sound like it's like super close, or like how distant does it sound?
It doesn't sound super close, but it doesn't. It's hard to say. I mean, it doesn't sound far away. It doesn't sound super close. I mean, all right, let's do this actually. What would you define as super close?
Like, I don't know, like right, sort of in this
Give me a
area.
foot. How many feet?
I'd say within like 100 feet.
It sounds like there is crashing within 100 feet of you. But again, you can't quite tell if it's a creature, if it's the sound this ice cave makes, or if it is a creature, what creature it is.
Your movement speed doubled, and you've got an extra action that you can use to dash.
That's a good point. I will round the corner.
Okay, so you want to look down this corridor, basically?
Yeah, can I see more of... Yeah, can I see, like, over here?
Yeah. I will reveal what you see.
Oh, what's that?
An ice creature.
Ice creature?
A large ice creature.
Is it like a humanoid like this dude?
Is it a humanoid like this dude?
Yeah, this guy. He's a humanoid. He's got a spear that he's holding in his hand. Because he has opposable thumbs.
Okay, but what do you mean? Is it a human like this dude? And then you just clicked it. What do you mean? Is it a humanoid?
Yeah, that's exactly what that's what I asked first.
Okay, sorry. Maybe I just didn't understand what you're saying. No, it's fine. So it's sort of.
Does he look like this token?
Yeah, he does look like that token, yes.
Okay.
No, he looks like a totally different token.
Well, I don't know what kind of options you have for token.
Different.
He's got a lot more options than I do for minis, so it's not just like every giant creature is a ice giant.
Well, yeah, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know how many of these you had.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, basically infinite. I can drag and drop whatever I want on the internet into tokens.
I'm trying to think. Should I roll like a history check? I want to see if I know anything about what the hell this thing is.
Okay.
Would that be like a history check? Or maybe a nature check?
Yeah, give me nature.
Because that's been going so well so far.
Yeah, it's not been going well.
Should have paid more attention in
there
classes.
we are.
Okay, yeah, you know that's an ice devil.
That sounds spooky. Does he know I'm here? Can he see me?
How many more, like, 50 million actions and whatnot do you have?
Well, I feel like I'm just trying to gauge the situation. That's like a lot of things to happen. I want to,
That's fine. Give me just what else do you have?
So he's probably moved not quite 50 feet or close to 50 feet, and that is his movement speed while hasted. So he would still have his normal action, the bonus regular action from haste as well.
Okay. So you can use, as a bonus action, I'll let you do a perception, and I'll give you more than maybe you would typically know in a bonus if you get it. Not a high DC either. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so you notice that this ice devil also seems to be moving away from you down this tunnel and is sort of pulling a bit of a Marty here and trying to climb up on the wall a bit.
That seems like trouble. I want to use my other action to dash back to the group.
Okay.
We ever establish whether I could talk in shapeshifter?
You cannot.
Okay.
Unless it would be a form that, like, speaks a language.
Alright, I'm gonna unshapeshift. I'm gonna go, guys, there is an ice devil on the other side of this ice wall. And he's doing the same thing as these methods. I don't know how long this floor is gonna last. And I want to attempt to find a place on the wall.
All right, roll in athletics.
I'll reach my hand down. Brother!
Can I insight? Because I feel like they're not really perception. I don't feel like they're afraid of the floor. I think they're afraid something's about to coming for them, and they're trying to blend into the walls because they're ice creatures. How stable does the floor look?
I mean, the floor looks stable.
Okay.
This is like really clear ice, though, that you can see all the way through.
Correct.
Nice.
Question.
Yes.
As a shapeshifted being, can I use my strength check in lieu of an athletics check since it's strength-based?
I thought you're a person now and not a polar bear.
Yeah, you're a person, right?
Oh, I'm a person now. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, but you can do it with advantage because your brother's going to try to help you out. Oh, you can't make it to your brother.
Well,
Oh, he's hasted.
All right, that's fine. Do it with advantage.
nailed it.
Okay, you also make it like 2 or 3 feet up to where your brother.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna get. I can't pull him up higher than I am.
Exactly, that's perfect. It matches perfectly. As if you were going to hoist him up and throw him higher on the wall than you were. Okay. Yep. So you're both like 2 or 3 feet off the ground. All right. Now it is. Let's see. You all hear the. And now the cracking of ice is getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And then finally, around the corner, you can see what's making the sound. And it is a Triceratops that is stampeding toward Bungo.
I'm ready.
All right, Bungo, you ready?
Is it an ice triceratops?
Sure.
No, it's a normal
Just
Triceratops.
regular type.
All right, Bungo, it's going to try to gore you.
I mean, it can try. It does not know how nimble I am.
Ice Age did kill the dinosaurs.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Oof. All right. It's going to try to stomp on you. Oh, actually, no, it's not. I lied.
I'm surprised it was able to stop effectively.
No, it
on
wasn't.
this
It's
ice.
like it slid, but it's not going to slide through you unless you want it to. Are you going to go? What are you going to do? Here's the thing, Bungo. You make an acrobatics check with advantage to see if it slides over you successfully or it drags your ass with it.
Okay. Well, 15.
Yeah, you're fine. You're small. The Triceratops.
I'm
just goes-
fine for. I'm medium height for my.
For your race. Triceratops tries to gore Bungo, who nimbly dodges it and it just slides past. All right. The Ice Mephit's turn. Add these bad boys that you've seen now to the Oof. Okay, great. All right, so the ice method, they are going to try to attack Lina.
Hey, that's rude.
Since they were just going to be cool and hide, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a little ruder when you shot them with fire.
Lina, this is what we'll do. Hey, Lina, why don't you roll a 1d4? Okay. All right, so the ice methods are going to fly down and try to here, try to swipe at you with their icy claws. So this is going to be each is going to attack you once. So this is a claw from 1. So it's 8 damage. 4 slashing, 4 cold.
Okay.
And the other one, so that was the top one. The bottom one is going to breathe cold breath on you. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, what about my ready to action from the other turn?
Your ready to action was something going close to Marty or
Well,
Ivaris.
you also took a turn and did stuff after that.
That is also true. So for 2 very good reasons. All right, make a saving throw, please.
What kind?
Dexterity.
Are you sure it's dexterity and not constitution?
Positive.
Hey, I want to use the bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So, do I re-roll it?
You roll a d8 and add it.
All right, you made it.
Hooray.
So, you take 5 cold damage as the ice method just breathes frost on you.
What a jerk.
Yeah, the jerk that you just attacked first. Now it's your turn, Lina.
I want to do this. She will use Quicken Spell, and then she will blink or cast Blink. Can I also move this turn if I'm casting 2 spells with Quicken Spell?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
still move. You're going to take some attacks of opportunity. But
No, she'll disengage and take a step back.
then you can't cast 2 spells.
Well, she's not. It sounds like she's just using Quicken Spell to cast Blink as a bonus action,
Oh, I see.
action to disengage, and then
Yeah, that's
step
fine.
away.
Yep. That's fine.
She'll go here.
Okay.
She does not blink, nor magic, whatever it is.
Okay. Next up, Marty.
Actually, wait, can I undo that? I don't want to blink. She'll just,
No, you can't undo it if you already saw that you failed blink. If you didn't see that you failed blink, then I'd let you take it back.
Oh, sad.
Marty.
That's a very big lizard. And I'm gonna try to Thorn Whip it.
Okay. Thorn Whip the big lizard, huh?
Kinky.
That connects on the big lizard.
And I'm not gonna pull it towards us on the wall.
You don't want to pull it toward you?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I will just kind of hop down off the wall though, since 3 feet up ain't gonna stop me from getting gored there. It's just gonna stop me from using my shield.
Okay.
So I'll just drop back down.
Okay, sure. All right. Bungo.
Bungo! Does it look like it has true anger in its heart for me? Or our group? Is it
No,
scared?
it looks like it's it looks like it's enraged.
Mm.
But that could also, or roll insight, and you can see if you can tell the difference. It's going to be, get above a
How about-
15, and you can
How
tell
about
the
an
difference
animal
between,
handling? Could I convince you that I'm trying to read an animal by using animal
Yes.
handling?
Get above a 15, and you can tell whether it's enraged or scared. Nope, didn't do it.
I am the living legend. I know of these beasts.
I'm sorry, no.
No? All right.
I don't know that you know of a triceratops.
I know beasts in general.
Okay, this is a particular beast. A triceratops beast.
All right.
You've seen
fair.
a dinosaur? Bungo has seen a dinosaur before?
I've seen beasts like it. Maybe not to this scale. They have horned lizards
Bungo-sized
or
dinosaurs?
bungo. Well, I mean, horned lizards are the same thing, right?
Maybe.
All right. Well, I guess I can't let my group come in danger, so I will start with the cuddy.
All right. Cut the big lizard.
Hiya. 12.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Bonus action. I will use a key point and dodge.
Okay.
Trying to get its attention. Come here, foul beast. That's like,
Okay. All right. Ice Devil's turn. It's going to start running to see what's going on. Actually, we'll just do it this way. Okay. It's going to watch what's going on.
oh my gosh. Nothing to see here, citizen. We have everything under control.
It screeches at you. No, actually, it does not screech you. It is not going to try to draw the ire of the angry dino. All right, Drip. Drip, are you alive or are you muted?
I was muted. So I'm stealthed.
Okay.
I'm able to see what's happening because I'm hanging upside down. I'm going to viciously mock the Triceratops.
Okay.
And so I'm doing that. Viciously mock you.
Does the creature have to understand the language that you are?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think it has to understand language. The wording. If the target can hear you, though, it does not need to understand you.
Okay. Triceratops can hear.
Yep. So I viciously mock it, and I say, "You have way too many horns to ever be a unicorn."
It doesn't react. What is the what does it have to do? Wisdom. Oh well, Triceratops are not that wise. Doesn't make it.
Okay. And then I want to use my movement to shimmy up the rope just a little bit so I'm no longer in sight. And then I'm
Okay.
going to stealth again.
All right. Roll stealth.
Stealthy.
All right, Marius.
Roar.
Rar indeed, good sir. Rar indeed.
He's not roaring. He's a person.
First of all, don't you ever tell him that he can't roar as a dwarf.
That's true.
Rar.
Also, I transform into a lion.
Okay.
Power of Orion.
Roar. I will bite.
All right, that hits.
I will claw.
That does not hit.
I will bite.
That does not hit either.
I will claw.
That does hit. Okay.
Roar.
Triceratops is going to hit the last creature that it hit. It.
Well, that's a little unfair, don't you think?
No. All right. It's going to try to gore you on its horn. Oof, 12.
Which one?
The one on the right. Or
That
the
does
center,
not
the
hit.
center horn. The little one. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Ice mephits are going to chase down their prey. And they're both going to attack you, Lina, with their ice claws.
Ice claw.
Attacking me again?
All right, so the first one obviously whiffs. The second one, however, hits 5 damage. 3 slashing, 2 cold.
Destroy them. I'm up a tunnel. You can't hit me with like a fire cone of rage.
Lina, it is your turn now.
She's a little grumpy.
Lina, grumpy? Never.
It doesn't make sense, does it? But it's true. As Marty knows. She will do Scorching Ray
Okay,
at him.
who's him?
The one I just did the circle
Okay,
on.
sure, yeah.
Do any of those hit?
Question. 2 of them hit, yeah.
Boo. Okay.
All right, you kill that ice effect because it was the same one that you attacked last time.
Oh, neat.
Roll for wild magic.
Yep, I want you to roll. Well, first, hold on. Before wild magic, please. I want you to roll a 1d4. Okay. Then please make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so all right, you take 3 ice damage as the ice mephit explodes and ice shatters everywhere. The ice
That-
also smashes against the ice mephit next to it.
Ooh.
Does it look hurt from it?
Yeah, it rears back when it's hit with the ice.
Awesome. And then she's gonna not blink.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Marty.
I will try to thorn whip that method.
Okay. Thorn whips the mephit. Yes.
And I'll pull him 10 feet towards me.
10 feet toward you. Done.
Should be further.
Yeah, I'll give it a little more. That's fine. Oh, come on, stop. There you go. Is that good?
Yep.
Okie doke. Bungo.
Okay, I see that this thing clearly does not want to go down easily, right?
Which thing?
The
The
three-horned
Triceratops. Yeah, it's a big boy.
lizard that I apparently have never seen. So I will hex it.
Exit stage left.
I was thinking more Brexit hex it, but whatever.
So not
That's
actually leaving, just saying you're going to leave for a while. Oh, hex
Burn.
it.
And then I'm gonna take, because I don't trust this devil, I'm gonna take the dodge action again. And I'm gonna give this thing disadvantage on ability checks. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's do strength, because that's not really a big thing, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Matters if he tries to grapple you.
I don't think he will, but we'll see.
All right, sounds good. Ice Devil's turn. The Ice Devil
Surveys his odds.
Yeah. Okay, this
It
actually
joins
makes,
our side.
I think this actually makes sense. Okay, the Ice Devil, Bungo, you see out of the corner of your eye the Ice Devil like move its hands around, and you feel the ground under your feet start to shake a bit.
That's not good.
And
Sure.
then an ice wall pops into existence. Here. Bungo, I need
On
you to
top
make...
of me.
Yes. You're
Okay,
essentially...
that makes sense.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw to not get ice frozen by a wall.
Is he making bad Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze jokes?
No, he says, "Who is your daddy and what does he do?" He's a bit confused.
You get advantage on your dex saves because you dodge. Nice.
Okay, so please take...
So nice. Oh, here we go. 1 million damage.
Yeah, basically.
You know, I told him not to worry.
41 damage, please.
No, I will not. You know, I didn't want to have to keep doing the same
41
spam crap.
cold
Fine.
damage.
Oh, yeah, because that matters. Sure.
Are you
And
incapacitated?
I am not.
Okay, then you get to choose which side of the wall you'd like to end up on.
Ooh, I don't know if there's a good side. I guess I'll stand on the devil's side.
Okay. Just so you know, it is approximately a 30-foot long wall. It's 10 feet tall,
I can jump over that. I'm fine.
and yeah, okay. All right, cool. So that is the Ice Devil's turn. Drip,
Yes.
what would you like to
Can you
do?
hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. What is this ice person doing? Running away?
I
No,
pulled that away
he got
from
whipped
Lina.
away. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I'm going to shimmy down the rope,
Okay.
so I'm no longer hidden. And I'm going to once again viciously mock the Triceratops.
Okay.
And I'm going to continue to do 4 damage.
All right.
Well, the exact same thing over and over again. This time I'm going to say that I've never seen a creature like him before, and I wish that streak had continued.
Okay. Okay.
And it has disadvantage again.
It has been viciously mocked. All right, Marius.
Wow. And here we go. And it's right.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Sorry. All right, 6.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, you're just smashing on these. Oh, my God.
Oof.
No big deal.
Wow. Okay, and
42 damage, whatever.
Jesus. Okay. Ouch. That's pretty damn good. Okay. Yeah, you wreck this thing's shit. You like jump all over it like an actual lion on larger prey, like a pack lion, and just start tearing it to shreds. And it's trying to shake you off as best it can.
I learned it from watching them.
All right, it's gonna try to attack you back. Tired of your shit.
Has a disadvantage on this first one.
Yeah.
So it crit fails.
Yep. That's all it's got. It can't get you off its back. Basically, it's like you're just behind it. You're too quick.
Question: it crit failed. Does that mean anything
reflexes?
for it?
Yeah, I mean it means that it didn't attack again.
Oh, okay.
Can it like comically slip on the ice?
And crush you under its weight?
No, I like staying in the air.
I like the part.
My feet because I'm a cat.
Do you want to make a dexterity saving throw? I'll tell you what. I'll make it slip on the ice and be prone, but you have to make a dexterity saving throw to see if it lands on you or not.
Yes, I'm going.
If you have advantage.
Go for it.
Oh, wait, saving throws with these guys. No, I think I used my own saving throws. That's right.
You get the proficiency, but you use their physical ability modifier.
Or just click thing up the top left. All right. Oh, you have to have a separate sheet for the line. Ew, I'll shut up.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, you definitely make it. Okay, this thing is prone. It crashes at your feet, essentially.
Or like the 1-inch stop.
My favorite part was where it tried to gore something that was presumably behind its head on its body.
Yeah, it's not the brightest creature. Okay, so this thing looks at you after you laugh at it, little lion. It looks at you with the saddest eyes you've ever seen in another creature.
Does Laura Dern show up?
I feel no guilt.
All right.
Only
So-
hunger.
Somewhere a green dragon laughs. All right, this is what we're gonna do. It's starting to get late. I know that some people had long days today, so we'll do one more turn and then we'll end it for this week. The ice mephit is going to get her back over to Lina and swipe at her with its claws. Lina, can you roll a 1d4, please? All right. 9 doesn't hit. Lina, it's your turn.
Yeah, get wrecked, punk. She will cast Firebolt.
Yep, that's definitely going to hit. This thing explodes. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw. Because that is a ton of damage. Oh, yep, you make the save. So you take...
But it's a nat 20.
Alright, I'll let you nimbly dodge out of the, 1 ice damage that you would have otherwise taken.
Woo!
Does that 1 damage save your life or whatever? 2 damage?
It saves my morale.
Okay, fair enough.
And then she blinks.
Oh, finally! When you don't really need to blink anymore, you blink. Great. Classic Lina. Alright, Marty.
I am gonna get up on it since it's prone and try to attack it with Thorn Whip, and I should have advantage. It's prone.
Sure.
Light-headed 2, please.
That'll hit. Alright. You whip this guy. You want to pull its body on top of
Whip
Little
him
Lion?
good.
No, but I'm also gonna move so that it's not get that 2-for-1 horn special.
It's got 3 horns.
And I'm done.
Okay. All right, Bungo.
Well, realizing that devils have something similar to what I have, which is Devil Sight, and seeing how that's not consistent with dragons being everywhere. Kinda SOL. I don't have too much. Probably got too much HP for me. Kind of at a loss right now, unfortunately. I guess try to escape. Go back over the wall.
Okay.
So I'd like to bound over the wall.
Can you bound 10 feet in the air?
Oh yeah, absolutely. 3 bungos is not a problem. I'm like a little flea.
All right, just make an acrobatics check. Just don't fail. Basically.
Bungo it up.
Yeah.
All right. And Bungo.
Yeah, you get up the wall with ease.
And I'd like to jump down on top of the Triceratops and stab it.
Okay, I thought you were going to say ride it. Sure, you can stab it.
Yeah, right in its neck.
Okay.
Its stupid neck.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to hit.
You actually
see
have
if I get it.
advantage.
Yeah, I was
Jesus
just wanting to
Christ.
see if I
Every
get that.
time. The same exact thing.
All right, let's get that damage. That hot.
17.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will take yet another key point to dodge
Okay.
as my bonus.
All right, you stab this thing in its neck, and it
Wait, we're not going to remember this, so there's no point in doing that.
it's
Wait.
like groans under you.
Actually, no, it actually makes sense because both these creatures go before that. So yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay. Ice Devil. Tall is Ice Devil? That's a good question. Oh, it's Ice Devil can see over the wall. Dope.
Everybody always asks how tall is Ice Devil. Nobody asks how is Ice Devil.
All right.
Why is Ice Devil?
Okay, actually, this is what we're gonna do. Someone roll a 1d10 for me.
I will. Oop. Nope. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, whoa. What the? Double crits. Okay. That's fine.
Nailed it.
Wow. Okay. Good thing you didn't roll first.
I mean, you can count it that way if you want.
That's okay. No. All right. The Ice Devil does not make any noticeable moves. Drip.
Yep.
Your turn.
I'm going to. How does the Triceratops look?
Very injured.
All right.
They're like
I
literally
want
on
to-
top of it, just stabbing it to death.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna poke fun at it. And I have advantage? No, I don't. Do I? Yes, because I was hiding.
Prone. Well, no, because it's
Oh, I'm
prone.
prone. Ha! Really?
Yeah. You can't even. You miss on a prone giant creature somehow.
21?
Oh, you have advantage. Sorry. Okay, you don't miss on a prone giant creature. What the? All right, you stab it with fun.
Yep.
It's fun.
I poke fun at it.
It groans again, like, and then it like turns its head and just looks at you with these like sad like elephant eyes. Like
I
an
immediately feel bad and want to heal it.
and then it closes its
Ooh,
elephant
that-
eyes slowly.
That didn't work so
And
good for Alden.
It closes its elephant eyes slowly, Drip, and its head just crashes on the ground, and its tongue is hanging out. And there's blood coming out of its mouth.
I poked fun at it to death.
You killed the sad creature, Triceratops, that Bungo is sitting on top of.
I feel bad now. I want to fix it.
Hey, at least Bungo's not inside of it.
Hey, you don't know that. He might get inside.
It
Gross.
does look.
Yeah, you think it smells bad out here?
I thought they smelled bad.
Oh, I
The
feel bad
outside.
now. So it's dead,
Yep, you killed it.
but now I feel bad.
Well, you're a murderer. Is that the rest of your turn?
I'm just gonna feel bad now. I'm gonna write a song about the Triceratops to be sung later.
Okay. But that's the rest of your turn, though, other than
Yep.
writing a song.
Yep.
All right,
Be
Marius.
prepared. The song is going to appear.
I'll be prepared. I'm sure it will. Honestly, I'm sure it will. Marius, it's your turn.
So this ice wall is still up, huh?
Indeed.
How tall is it? Is it like completely
10 feet tall.
I want to leap over it. Can I
Sure,
leap over it?
make an acrobatics.
Hmm.
I'll let you get up the wall. It's not pretty though.
Do a little clawing, a little scratching.
Yeah, you.
We'll
say that it's like not that it matters to you at all, but we'll say that it was difficult terrain for that one square.
Does Mary Mantis over here? How does he feel about seeing me?
He his little devil eyes bug a little bit when he sees you sees a lion jump on a wall.
We just saw Proud Lion and Bungo jump over the wall.
He wasn't as worried about that since he was trapped inside of his ice wall for a second.
I got out. That's the
You did indeed.
I want to jump down here and Proud.
I'm sorry.
If just sort of like pace back and forth, menacing
With the
lion
dwarves.
style.
Okay.
If I roar, can I count that as in some sort of intimidation style thing?
Yeah, if you want.
And there's all these. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Everything's becoming a new window now. I can't seem to figure out how to get to my character sheet now. Here we go. That was odd.
He laughs at you. But it's weird because the laughter is noticeably in your own head.
I don't like that.
Like you hear laughter in your brain.
I'm gonna go attack him now.
Okay.
Oh, wrong character sheet.
Yep, that whiffs. That hits. All right, takes 8 damage. That whiffs.
Rough.
That whiffs too.
He's so agile.
Do your attacks count as magical?
They do. Does that have an effect on anything?
It might.
I don't know. It might.
Yeah, for the purposes of damage, my attacks count as magical.
Yep. Okay. In response, it stabs you in the face with a spear.
Wow. Very direct of you. Oof.
And you have to make a con save.
Does this do damage?
Oh, yeah, it does. Sorry, you have to make a con save, though, too. It did 28 damage to you. It's just an ice spear just pierces through your face. The side of your face. Into your shoulder.
We're doing some more. No, we're doing some Mortal Kombat stuff. Just like goes through my head.
Not through your head, but like through like the side of your face and into your lion's shoulder.
Let's see here. Con save.
All right, you fail. So for 1 minute, your speed's reduced by 10 feet. You can either take an action or a bonus action on your turn, but not both.
Oof.
And you can't take reactions.
I guess that's not too bad.
All right.
I don't take that many bonus action. Well, I guess I would have taken a bonus action.
All right,
that is actually really rough.
That is where we're going to end for the night. Good game, guys.
Good game. Good
All right.
game.
Good night.
Good night. Have a nice night.
Good game.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Stop that.